right, despite all the smoke warnings to stay inside, there are people out riding their bikes, and we are today too, testing out this DJI Action 2. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. I'm Tony Stepanek, and this is actually going to be the first of a new series, new playlist on this channel called Let It Buck. And I am not new to bikes whatsoever, but I haven't been on them for a long time, and I decided when I did get back on this new Storm 4, which I purchased, that I was going to get into trail riding. And it's been super challenging and super fun. I absolutely love it, and we are all in. It has rained today. I don't have trail tires. They are cross-country tires, so I'm going to be taking it easy. I'm trying not to hurt myself today. Twice now in my 6 different trails that I've tried, I have scraped up my knees pretty good. That will be one of my next investments in this journey is knee pads. Anyways, let's go have some fun. Let's put this on and see what it can do. All right, we're right here, 1.8 kilometers, 2.3, about 3 kilometers. Should take 12 minutes, it says. Let's go. All right, to get things started, I decided to use 60 frames per second at 4K. The reason being is I like a little bit of a higher frame rate so I could slow things down if I wanted to. Now, the reason why I didn't go with 120 frames per second, this being the first test, I wanted to make sure I could make it around the track with having enough storage space, which I have a 256 gig card in the camera here, and I also wanted to make sure it's going to have enough battery life to make it around, which is also why I chose a shorter track here. So ultimately, at first glimpse, sorry, the colors look great, the contrast looks good. I'm liking this camera. So far, this track seems to be fairly, lots of fine roots. A little slippery, but I haven't seen any rocky sections, which there's a lot of around here. All the trails that I've done are really rocky. So ultimately, I wanted to make sure that audio was good, because in the past I have had a lot of action cameras that are just crappy at audio, and I want to be able to talk to you guys during this video. So I heard that the audio on this unit was good, and it does show through in this video, in this example. I think it sounds better than this $3,000 camera that I'm recording on now and currently using an external microphone to make it sound better.
All right, let's pick up the pace.
But you will notice that it is not perfect.
Woo, lots of roots there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is definitely a nice, smooth, flowy trail so far.
We jump a little bit forward now to a section where I decided to speed ramp up through this boring climb just to kind of see what the action camera does, and it doesn't get foggy, it doesn't soften up, it looks super crisp, super sharp, which is really good. I like that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Almost side gashed my tire there, right as I was gearing down.
And now we're coming into a section where I'm going to start picking up a little bit of speed, and it starts getting really choppy because all the roots that cross the path. You will notice every once in a while a frame or two that looks soft, and that is the digital stabilization happening there, which in my opinion is extremely acceptable for an action camera, right? This is very stable and sharp. Those 1 or 2 frames that you really have to search for are not obvious. They don't stand out. They're not distracting. So yeah, thumbs up so far.
Oh, that's a scary section.
As we pick up speed through this section, you can hear some wind noise there.
Oh yeah.
Ultimately, you know what? Wind noise isn't the end of the world. And if anything, it kind of adds to the effect. Like, if everything was just super stable and super quiet and sounds perfect, like, you would lose the effect of this being a super bumpy, high-intensity ride, right? Which, for another reason, is why I did not use the horizontal stabilization or the horizon stabilization. For those of you who came to this video hoping to see how that performs with a mountain bike, I decided not to use it. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to show that on this ride. And to be honest with you, I don't think you should use it. The reason why I chose not to is from exactly what we're talking about with the audio, is I don't want to take away from the effect that I'm turning hard corners and that I'm, you know, on a slant or whatever, right? If it's keeping perfect horizon while you're on a mountain bike and you have no wind noise and, you know, while you're flying through the trees, for you it feels like, and for, you know, the person watching, it looks like a Sunday, you know, ride through the park.
Oh, there's a cabin. That's kind of cool. Oh, bad line. See, that's the problem about being fatigued. I don't want to hurt myself, so there's no point in riding through that. I don't want to walk up hills either.
And then coming down to the end here, I decided to wipe out.
All right, definitely wet there. And we're down in soft ground.
It just gave me a perfect opportunity to test out the slow motion. So we're going to run that again. You can see me catch, put my foot down. Yeah, guys, don't put your hands down like that. I should have caught myself with my forearms, not with my hands. I'm lucky I didn't break my wrists. Lucky.
Let's have a drink of water while we're here. That was again me, you know, going faster than I needed to on wet, hard conditions. That was the track there. We were done.
All right, guys, so that was the DJI Action 2 and my first ride on YouTube. So you guys can go ahead and let me know what you thought about the test footage, the audio, and my ride. You can, you know, comment about how amateur I am and let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm actually interested to hear some feedback, so that way I can improve on mountain biking, right? My thoughts on the DJI Action 2, it is a great camera for the price point. There is the DJI Action 3 out, already, and there is the GoPro Hero 11, and you can sit there and watch for hours and hours comparison videos on all these newer cameras, but you're starting to split hairs here, and ultimately one's a little better at this and one's a little better at that. This was a great all-around package for $320. If you're gonna buy the DJI Action 3 or the new GoPro Hero 11 or so on, you're gonna end up spending $500 plus. I spent $320 on a deal here. So if you were on that, you know, and looking at an action camera and thought, I'm gonna buy last year's model to save some money, and is it worth it? Is it any good? There's the test footage right there, right? Like I said, let me know what you thought about that. I had a great time filming this. I had fun riding that. If there is any other courses that you guys want to see me hit up in the future, let me know. And if you guys are new to mountain biking like I am, you know, ask your questions away. We're learning the same things right now. So I might be learning something, you might be learning something. Let's get this conversation going. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see me on the next route. Thanks for watching. Peace.